Sister, I see what they do to you in these streets. I see the baby struggling, trying to find food to eat. I see the sister just trying to be. And it's a shame the brothers can't do a damn thing, no. See your babies and ladies right in front of your eyes, brother. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why. 64,000 black women snatched up on these streets. 15 died in police custody. I don't understand what I'm seeing. Sister, hold your head up high. Sister, hold your head up high. I'm right here by your side. They kill you in jail cells. My sister. And they come back and tell us, boy, you made your kill yourself. Sandra Black. Right? 15 sisters. Dead in police custody. Since 2010. Brother man, where you at? Brother man, where you at? In the strip club, right? Watching the football game, right? You ready for baseball, basketball, right? What you gonna do about your sister, black man? What you gonna do about it? I ain't never seen this before. I don't know a man that would let me have her. So what are we gonna tell our babies? What are we gonna tell our ladies? Do we even deserve to be men? I wonder. Makes me wanna be a vigilante and go out here and do what needs to be. Black Turner, I know you feel me. See, this just can't be no more. See, we got to fight, we got to open up that door. Take your table. See, brother, they kill your women in these jails. See. Like I said, 15 have died in police custody since 2002. 64,000 black women missing off these streets. Now what we gonna do? Keep on begging, asking for JSUS to come back and save her? Telling our women to turn up the cheek? What we gonna do, brother? Sister, I love you. I know you got it. You got to stand up for your sister, brother. You got to stand up for your babies, brother. You got to do it. Yes, we do.
H-double-O-D-X. H-double-O-D-X.
Dancing on the beat.
I said H-double-O-D-X. H-double-O-D-X.
H-double-O-D-X. Yeah.
I'm not distracted when an ass won't pass. I concentrate on the road, cause I don't wanna crash. I focus on my goals as I'm headed on my path. I separate emotions when they come to getting cash. I try to take a piece, then I try to come in peace. Now they wanna take my piece. Now I gotta grab my piece and my crib paid for, just to say the least. I don't talk much, I try to say the least. Unless I'm spitting game, then I'm spitting like a beast. And nigga, if I'm praying, then I'm praying to the east. What a God sound rapping over beats. You sound stupid when you talking about trapping in the streets. I'm not reacting to distractions, I'm relaxing with the beef. But if we gotta go to war, ain't no capture and release, bitch, get back. Cause if I click back it, I'ma squeeze. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. There's a party over here, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's get a couple beers, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's hit the weed spot, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's take over this block, nigga, nah, I'm straight. It's the party over here, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's get a couple beers, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's hit the weed spot, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's take over this block, nigga, nah, I'm straight. I'm not a hard-headed nigga to keep bumping his head and don't learn from his mistakes, nigga, nah, I'm straight. You wanna buy dope off me, nigga, nah, I'm straight. I don't sell dime bags, nigga, I sell weight. You got ADHD, so you can't wait to smoke on some huff weed, sit around and wait. My flow is on the track, but you like wait. You can't rewind me, cause I'm not no tape. When you try to transform, your friends gon' hate. Because misery love company, so he feel great. Try to tell a nigga something, but he act too great. Now you run up whole company and he too late. I don't wanna slow down, I ain't got no brakes, no rear view mirrors, nigga, nah, I'm straight. When it's time for me to eat, they gon' know I ate. I eat like the Last Supper, then I scrape the plate. There's a party over here, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's get a couple beers, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's hit the weed spot, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's take over this block, nigga, nah, I'm straight. It's a party over here, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's get a couple beers, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's hit the weed spot, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's take over this block, nigga, nah, I'm straight.
H-O-O-D-X, baby. H-O-O-D-X, baby, baby. Lito family, peace. Brother Dawa here one more time. You are in the cipher of the Yah's Real Hour, and we live. All right. Hope y'all doing all right wherever you are in the diaspora, throughout all this land and beyond, family. I see my mouth moving slow. That means that they're messing with the video. I can already see that, you know. And who would that be with the powers that be, you know, that want to portray themselves to be tough guys and homosexuals at the same time? See, this Superman thing is interesting. I remember coming up as a boy, watching Superman on TV, looking at Superman in comic books, drawing Superman. He wasn't just a man, he was Superman. Now, he ain't just a man, he's Superman. How you doing, Sister Aquarius, baby? How you be? Peace. Now, he wasn't just a man to us little boys. He was Superman. Nothing could take him down but kryptonite, nothing. The only thing that could take Superman down was kryptonite. Now Superman's son left behind is a fruit bag. He like women and men's. Now, I said before, and I'm going to say it again. If the pale-faced man that ran the television sets, what comes on them, what time the shows come on, what type of shows come on, at what times, what actors and actresses are going to play what parts. If this pale-faced man that runs all of that and paid these people who play these parts in these movies and in these cartoons and what have you, did not like that, if they didn't appreciate a man in a dress or a man slobbing down another man, you wouldn't see it. But due to the fact that the European man is the softest, cream puffiest, weakling, scared little punk on the planet, ding-a-ling sucker. He's a knob polisher. That's what he does for a living, polish knobs. He's the best knob polisher on the planet. Here we come toward the end of his reign, and he lets the whole world know he's a flaming butt thug. He looking for butt crumbs and shit, and seeing wherever he can find butt crumbs, he wants to go get them. You know, snatch them up out of man's ass. You know the white man is a sissy. Think about this. White man will pull you over and go up in your booty hole, tell me he's looking for drugs. You know, what the hell? Why you want some drugs up in some man booty any damn way? He just a butt thug. He like to go in men's booty holes. You know, he like them damn, what them damn people, the men that do prostate checks. Now, you know damn well before we met these hunkies, we weren't sticking our fingers in each other's asses. Yeah, Larry, you need to come on down next year, man, and make your appointment, man. Let me stick my finger in your ass. Yeah, let me, come on down here, I got an office upstairs down here on 35th Street, man, Yeah, upstairs in the apartment A2. Yeah, upstairs, A1 downstairs. Yeah, I'm up in A2, You come on up there, man, I stick my finger in your ass, And, what for what, bro? Oh, just to see if you got a prostate problem, you know. Yeah, you know. The pale-faced man created that prostate job for men to stick their fingers in your ass because he likes to stick his fingers in buttholes. He's a homosexual. He's just a gay little bitch. You know what I mean? Just to think about that, the thought of it is just like so invasive. You know, for you to tell a man, hey, listen, I'm looking for you to come next year. So damn, now you looking you looking down a whole 12 months for me to come in your office just to stick your finger in my ass. And that's right, that's in your books and shit. You have your secretary write that shit down. You got a whole year full of ding-a-ling in the finger in the ass appointments shit that you looking forward to, you know. That's how you put money in, that's how you put food and victuals on your table, Mr. Charlie. You know, Mr. The finger in the ass man. Yeah, the Mr. Prostate. Yeah, Mr. You know, playing your butt. Man, this guy here every year. They tell you once you turn 40, you should go every year. So you could be 40 and end up being 140 and go for 100 years. You know, what a guy that's probably sticking his finger in your ass be dead by then. But anyway, if you still around, you can still go to the same office. Maybe his son will become the new one to do the fingers in the ass too. You know, I'm just trying to figure this. The white man that made a world where he can just be as gay as possible and don't get challenged on it. Just be as gay as he wants to be. Turn characters into homosexuals that we watched and adored all forever and never told us Batman and Robin was some gumps living in an apartment together, fighting crime fighters and shit. Two homosexual crime fighters, you know what I'm saying? Superheroes, you know, not just a hero, but a superhero. The white man always want to make himself think he's something he ain't and shit. Ain't nothing super about his ass. And he ain't no hero to nobody. He can't even save himself. The pale-faced, faggot, homosexual man cannot save himself from being that. Look at him bitching out all his characters. He got the princess being played, some princess on Cinderella, I believe, being played by Billy Porter. Like, the pale-faced man doesn't like being a man. That's his problem. He doesn't like being a man. He is the ultimate biatch on the planet. Why would you take superhero little characters and that used to be men and all this? Why would you take them and bitch them up? Why would you turn them into girls? And why they got to be loving on men? And please explain to me, what's the benefit of two men bumping each other's booties? I mean, they never talk about the reality of what really goes on with these homosexual goddamn so-called lifestyles. But homosexuals are murderers. A lot of homosexuals are murderers. They murderers with their damn penis. You pumping your penis in an airtight ass hole, airtight hole like this, airtight, and you forcing a penis up in there in an airtight hole that the creator closed before the baby came out the womb. So you know this ain't got nothing to do, you know, this hole in the butt, and you ain't got no business playing with that. But this European man is so into it. So he's such a raging homosexual that he got to just bombard every damn thing. It used to be adults talk and adult conversation and adult TV, adult radio, adult records and adult albums and adult, you know, places to go and watch things and at adult times and stuff like that. Now it's just, they don't give a damn. Now these adult topics are brought all to the children. The children turn on the cartoon and they got to see two dudes kissing, feeling on each other's butts, two girls slobbing each other up. I mean, this is only because the European race adores and loves that. If they didn't, they wouldn't put it on the television. It wouldn't be in the magazines. It wouldn't be on the radio. It wouldn't be on the TV. It wouldn't be in any children's movies or cartoons. Then they'll come on YouTube and act like they're trying to protect the children so much. You got to tell if your video is made for children or not. And if it's not, then please don't cancel. Don't ban my show or whatever, so that the youth can't see it and all this, whatever the hell that selection is on YouTube. When you say no, my video is not made for children, you have an advanced tab. You tap on that. No, don't block my video from being shown and all this garbage. This is the sick madness that goes on in this society, full of raging homosexuals, because this is what the European man's favorite pastime is. He didn't make a gay flag just because he wanted to, just have another damn flag next to the United States flag. That's gay enough. He had to make a flag and put some colors on it, and that the world seen. The world seen the rainbow flag. The world sees the rainbow. Everybody sees the rainbow. Everybody in the world sees that. This devil went and grabbed something that everybody in the world sees and put his nasty ass flavor and swag, as they say, on it, and made him a flag to defy the creator. This group is not a group that is about life, so nobody should give a damn what the hell they think. Everybody kissing the gay people's asses and bending down and bowing down and not being able to, stand up and say what the hell you want to say because you afraid they're going to do something to you, man. The hell with these damn gumps. The hell with these super semen demons. Straight up, men need to stand the hell up. Open your damn mouth if you care about and love women and women only. Open your goddamn mouth. Stop being such a damn wimp. Speak up. Let me share the link in the chat. Just in case anybody wants to, I'm going to invite anybody on that wants to come and speak and say something in the chat here. I don't want to do all the talking, but I will talk. There it is, family. Anybody wants to come on through. You appreciate me for telling like it is. I appreciate you, sister, for listening. Thank you so much. My sister says the Vita Jing is exactly just like the OBGYNs. Right. The European man has set himself up with jobs where he can become an OBGYN or train other people to be that and go all up inside your woman's vagina. Brothers be having a wife or whatever, and the white man still have access to a vagina every year with pep smears or whatever they call that stuff they do at the OBGYNs or whatever be doing. It shouldn't be nobody but ourselves doing that. But we so comfortable with these pale faces that we give them our private parts. It's pedophilic and not pedophilic, but it's violation to be running all up in a man's behind with your fingers, and that shit is violation. But when the doctor says it's a prostate check, we say okay. We say all right. And every year, some of us be running down there to let the white man stick his finger, or some other man, whoever done pass the test and become a prostate checker. We run down there every year, let them stick their fingers up in our behind to check our prostates, when it could be done other ways. It could be done through iridology. You can check the prostate through the eyes through iridology. I know it can be done because I've seen it. I have seen it done. Okay, somebody wants to come in and speak. So let me let them brothers. The TKCFBA, peace, TKCFBA, peace to you, brother. You're on the Yaz Real Loud.
Yeah, I've been watching you for a while. I agree with everything you say.
Appreciate you.
And have you noticed the agenda that they're pushing on our women?
What's this?
Well, every show you watch or every movie you watch, You see black women with white men.
Oh yeah.
And it's sad. You don't see them promoting it with anybody else.
Right. I'm gonna do a show on that too.
And I just wanted to come in and remind you of that. But yeah, I don't agree with all that gay shit, man. That shit is nasty.
For sure.
The dingleberries and all that shit.
Right.
Gay dude comes on to me, we're gonna fight.
I feel you.
And I've been watching you and this other gay dude that's always trolling you. What is that Monica Swirl girl?
Yeah, so-called Monica Loves 9,000.
Yeah, man. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I was listening to that the first time he came on your channel. I was like, this dude is problematic.
Right.
This dude is a coon, a gay ass coon. Talking about killing other black people and shit.
Right, and he has a fetish for white dudes. Really, he didn't really come out and tell us.
Yeah, that's what the whole swirl thing is. Remember, I put a comment on your video about that.
Oh, that was you. Okay,
that was me.
Okay,
like this dude like white penises in his mouth. He like that Reese's monkey shit.
Yeah, you made me think of that. I had to go back and listen to that. That's right. When he first came on the scene, he called himself Monica Swirl's girl.
Yes.
Like I didn't catch the swirl.
And I think he trolls you so much because he wants you too, man. Because you know them gay dudes, they be trying to turn a straight man out.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole game. I mean, what's the purpose of trying to turn out another motherfucker that's already like that? They got to get somebody that ain't like that.
I'm cool. I don't even agree with. I don't even agree with women being with women, but other men like that shit though.
Right. I don't agree with it either.
I don't agree with that shit. But I've been watching you since like 2006, not 2006, but 16 on Facebook.
Okay.
When I first seen you, I was like, yeah. You know, another dude I watch is Tariq Nasheed, but you know, he said some problematic things too.
Yeah, sometimes he do.
And sometimes he does. But one thing I do respect about that brother, he calls out white supremacy all the time.
Right.
All the time. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. So, you know, I just wanted to come on here and holler at you. You know, I've been watching you for a good minute. Yeah, you be having me cracking up.
Appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you. I'm going to finish watching the show, bro.
All right now.
All right now.
Yeah, but the European man is fascinated with turning the world into being his little gay playground. That's what the European man of the future wants. The European man that's elite, or that considers himself an elite in the world today, he wants to turn the world into a gay playground, a transgender playground. He hates children. Anytime you take a child and turn them into a so-called transgendered person and give them drugs and hormone blockers to block their hormones from doing what they're supposed to do when they reach a certain age for a certain gender, any individual that would do such a thing or group of individuals that would do such things is a wicked group of individuals that don't need to be on this particular planet. Maybe they need to go somewhere else where there's they can, you know, molest and degrade and do children in, because this planet here, I don't think it's for that. Even though that's happening on the planet, I think it's because they've invaded. See, the Europeans here in this what we call America are invaders. They're imposters. They are colonizers. And the root word of colonizer is colon. Ain't that something? And how this motherfucker always trying to colonize some damn nation. He's always trying to F someone over, if you know what I'm talking about. He's always saying F you. And you know what I mean? This European, you have to pay attention to the language he speaks, because he tells that he's a raging homosexual in his language when he gets angry with somebody. You know, fuck you up yours, motherfucker. You know, what's up your ass? You know, he always started thinking about the anus and the booty and the button, all that type of stuff when he get angry. Shit. You know, he get mad. Shit. You know, I mean, he said with such disgust, face be all tight, muscles be tight, fist balled up, he ready to go into a raging homosexual, raging fucking bull fight fag episode. Shit, he want to, jump around and bounce and prance on top of somebody and bang in your ass and feel good about himself. And this is what he do. People don't understand the savagery in the homosexuality of the pale-faced white man. I mean, that homosexuality is something he just got to have. He done turned the damn little superheroes, his own little heroes. Now, he made this happen. And nobody asked this man to turn Superman into a bisexual. And since we're talking about bisexuals, they're some of the nastiest, most disrespectful of all of the dysfunctional sexual creatures out here in the planet. Because them bisexual motherfuckers, they don't keep it with just their own sex. They want to touch the opposite sex too and bring the filth and nastiness and the disease and bacteria and viruses and germs to the other or the opposite sex and create a whole big, huge problem with venereal diseases that really would have been just given to their stinking asses if they was just with themselves as homosexuals. Like there's gay bowel syndrome set aside just for 2 gumps, 4 gumps, 6 gumps, 8 gumps, 10, the rest. Just couples of gumps that want to get together, homosexual men. You have gay bowel syndrome set aside just for you. Nobody else gets gay bowel syndrome but gay men. Women can't get it. Even though men can lay with women anally and give them anal cancer and colon cancer, which is another thing that homosexuals get quite often, but they don't write that on the death certificate. Colon cancer, AIDS, gay bowel syndrome ain't never on there. But gay bowel syndrome can kill plenty of homosexuals in America and probably across the world, across the globe. But the white man wouldn't put that on a piece of paper. Because even though he talks about how much pride he has in this gay pride movement, he's a punk, he's a liar. He ain't got no damn pride. Because if he had some real pride, he'd have enough pride or enough courage to speak out of his mouth and just say, yeah, as a homosexual, when they running up in each other's behinds, and one of them that's receiving the ding-a-ling after so many years contracts anal cancer, gay bowel syndrome, or colon cancer, and they die from it, they do not arrest the homosexual. But there are a lot of homosexual males out here who are serial killers. Yeah, they're serial killing homosexual punks running around here raping men and killing men and showing up at the goddamn funeral crying with the family. And they bounce from man to man and they kill off men. But you'll never know that because some of y'all will say things like, well, who cares what they do? And you don't get into it deep enough, the research and psychology of it. But that's what runs this country. The men who came to this country and conquered this country, those men were raging homosexuals. And they've put homosexuality everywhere they could hide it in this country. This country has a North American Man-Boy Love Association. Don't tell me they don't love homosexuality. This country has NAMBLA. This country had Boy Scouts on Obama's watch. And the Boy Scout leaders on Obama's watch, a lot of them were homosexuals. And they were raping boys out in the woods for years. And they just now started talking about it here recently, a few years ago, a year ago, or last year, or something to that effect. Homosexuals do a lot of killing of each other, but they want to act like they're not killing nobody. They're harmless. Homosexuals are murderers. Many of them are murderers, and they are serial killers of men. I'm going to say it again. Homosexuals are looked at in the white man's television like Superman as heroes. but they're not. They are killers of men. They lay men down every year all over the country, all over the globe. Each other, they killing each other with their penises, running up inside each other's damn anuses and giving each other anal cancer. Now, when the coroner writes it on a death certificate, he ain't gonna write death by dick, because that's what it was. To be blunt, death by dingaling, death by penis, death by tallywhacker, however you want to label it, goddammit, it was death from the penile tissue in the anus that did the killing, not anal cancer. Anal cancer was the result of the penis going inside the butthole. Colon cancer can be the result of the penis going inside the butthole. Gay bowel syndrome is the result of the penis going in the butthole or some other device like a dildo or a broomstick or whatever these gumps use, a hammer handle. So the nature has diseases set aside specifically for them goddamn gums. And that is a fact. I see Kush is back on the line. Kush wants to come in and speak and say a little something. Let me let Kush come on in here and see what Kush got to say for a minute. Peace, Kush. This is another episode of the Yah's Real Hour. You on with Brother Dawa. Speak your piece.
Yeah, I want to say, what you said is true. And in Los Angeles, some of these Hebrew Israelites gonna get gay bowel syndrome like Zabak. That dude Zabak in the House of Israel, he the one up in New York. Cause if people gonna put me out there for sleeping with trannies, I'm gonna expose Zabak too, because he was out there doing it with me.
Well, nobody put you out there. You put yourself out there, didn't you?
You could say that.
Okay, so then why would you say if somebody gonna put you out there? You keeping up gay stuff now. You're doing feminine things now, keeping up madness, nonsense, that stuff that ain't even necessary. It's not really even there. You're making something out of nothing. And I ain't speaking against all females. I'm just saying the negative side of femininity sometimes is to make situations there that appear there that are not there at all. You just blame somebody for saying something about you, and you the one said it your goddamn self. So who really is the troublemaker here?
I was just saying I ain't the only Israelite in LA that's doing this.
But nobody asked you that.
Okay.
You come on here, you're trying to rake the coals over every Israelite, I think because I'm an Israelite or because I came into the faith and I told people that was my foundation. I think that's what you're really trying to do. You're trying to stamp it on me. Like all Israelites do this. And we all do this, a tired ass argument. You do it. And you know one other that do it, and that's all you know, right? You know one more person.
Well, in Los Angeles, a lot of people.
Well, how many do you know?
I know the House of Israel in LA.
No, I asked you how many men do you know personally that are so-called Hebrew Israelites that lay with men like you do?
I know about 5.
Okay. Out of how many men in the world is it? I mean, how many is there? So many thousands of Israelites. So you know 5 down there where you at that sleep with men.
Trannies.
That's a man. I don't give a. You know we're not doing that on this show. You know that ain't gonna work over here. A doctor can't make a man a woman, and he can't make a woman a man. Period. So you can use that word if you want to make you feel better about sleeping with men. But you sleep with men that got dinglings and balls. I'm sorry, that have inverted penises. That's what you do. See, and the only way you're going to ever get better from that, if it's just possible, is to admit it first. So you running from it. You better take your ass to Alcoholics Anonymous classes and sit down and see how they do it. You got to admit, first of all, that you're alcoholic. That's the way they do that. If you can't admit what you are, you never get healed from it. And you need some healing for sure. You talking about you the man that coined GMO women on my show. I never heard that shit before in my life. You came on and said, but you sleep with men, and that's a fact, and you'll never get around it on this show. You sleep with men that have an inverted penis. They call them transgender women. That is a man. I'm listening.
I know, but it's harder to stop doing this than it is to get off of crack.
Well, I never did either one, so I don't know. But I don't understand the correlation. I don't
I mean,
understand the correlation because seems to me crack would be more addictive because crack deals with the mind. You have to control your own mind, and you know where you're putting your penis at. So I think crack would be more addictive. It's a drug. Let me let my brother come in. Lacuna Empire. Peace, my brother Lacuna. You're here on another episode of the Yaz Real Hour with Brother Dawa as your host. Speak your piece, brother.
Pick up yourself, Dara, and pick up the other guy on the platform. Let everybody listening. Yeah, this is the issue in in the Americas where we have our own people following a tradition that's not of our own. Now it's affecting our people as a whole, as a collective, with this type of thinking ideologies that comes from foreigners. We wasn't living like this when we wasn't living like this before foreigners came into the Americas. You can say that. You can definitely say that where they're trying to push population control. So when people are practicing these type of things, homosexuality and these type of things, what they are pushing, these people from the Eastern Hemisphere are pushing this onto the indigenous people, via media, via education and these type of things, right? To indoctrinate our people to where control our population because it's death and destruction they're pushing. Because we all know as humans, just looking at as scientifically, that homosexuality is death. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? It's a death culture. They can't reproduce. All these alpha people can't reproduce. So therefore, you're killing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back.
All right, go ahead.
You're killing yourself. You're actually killing yourself. So it's not about what we're saying. It's the truth and the fact is that you actually are killing yourself with the lifestyle you're practicing.
Facts.
There's nothing to argue about. It's the right way and the wrong way. I mean, is it working? No, it's not working because you're killing yourself. You're dead. Only because of modern medicine, you got a little extended life. That's it.
Yep.
I mean, people have to understand that this is what they do. What these foreigners do. They go to land and then try to indoctrinate their people and bring in stuff so they can take the land and resources away from them. This is the whole point why we're here in the Americas, how we got into this situation with foreigners. Allowing them to come around us and allowing them to observe our culture and these type of things, our traditions, our spirituality and these type of things. Manipulate our people, turn them away from these same things they practice and say it's wicked and it's evil and these type of things and make them forget who they are by, us going to their education systems, their schooling curriculum, and teaching their narrative of who they think we are as a people or as a continent, and as well as other people around the other hemispheres where they are and who they are and these type of things. So I mean, we have to get back to originality. This is not our way of life.
Right.
So I mean, this is just the truth of the truth. We're not here to hurt people. We're giving people, making people trying to see that lifestyle you're practicing is actually killing you. You're part of our race. You're from the continent, even though you got mad views that we the original people or traditional people, don't think that is right. But you're actually part of us because you come from us. You understand? You come from us. It takes your mother and your father who's straight produce these type of people. So how can you say we're bashing? No, we're not bashing you. We're saying you come from us. That's not the way how we do things in our tribes. This is foreign influence they're pushing on our people, but people can't see this.
Right.
Well, it's ridiculous, man. I mean,
Beyond
to hear men, you know, you hear all types of men. You got is a transsexual, still a man. Whether you chop of his penis or not, he's still a man
Yep.
by birth.
Yep.
And you got straight men, or not even straight men, gay men, saying they're like GMO women. That's disgrace to women.
Yes.
He's actually violating women, saying that
Right.
he prefers a man than a woman.
Right.
And saying that don't make no sense.
At all, brother.
That doesn't make any sense. People need to do spirituality, man, and get in touch with themselves. People are lost, and the direction they're going down, the road they're going down, is to their own detriment, not to ours.
Mm-hmm. It's like that's what people have chosen. They've chosen to live a path that's going to lead them to a death that ain't gonna be good if there is a so-called, heaven or hereafter. I don't think living a homosexual life, knowing it was wrong and you doing it anyway, and you end up going to a so-called hell, having to die and go to a place of punishment for what you did on this planet. If all that's true, I don't see nothing nice for no homosexuals, because you don't went against the very nature you were given. What's the greater gift that you can get in this body is to be a spirit inside this body having a human experience. So if you take your human experience and you want to literally shit on it, like the pedophiles and homosexuals and transgenders and these folks do, then I'm pretty sure that should be some type of punishment waiting on you at the end of this life, because you can't just make choices in this life and those choices don't come with circumstances and consequences, because that's the way life works.
That's a fact. I mean, it's really disgusting to hear people talk like this, bro. I mean, I'm like, wow, I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked to hear somebody actually admit that. I'm like, bro, people really think like this. I said, boy, I must be on a different planet, because I can't fathom people actually saying this, but there's people out there that are like this, that are these people are sick in their head. People realize that being all these type of alphabet people, once upon a time, they called you a mad person.
Mm-hmm.
He got mental health problems.
Yes. That wasn't that long ago either.
Exactly.
It wasn't that long ago, brother.
People don't study, man.
Man, it's amazing, bro. I mean, the European man, he just will not stop revealing to the world that he is a fruit cup, a rotten one, a nasty, disease, demented, sexually dysfunctional cave beast that will never be able to elevate into anything spiritual worth being on this planet. He's a worthless being as far as I'm concerned. I don't see nothing that he brings to the table that's worth anything. Everything he got, he learned from us, if there's any righteousness in it. And when he gets things, he takes them and he bastardizes them or destroys them or turns them into something else that they were never meant to be in the first place. So it's like, what good does he give on the planet? I don't see any. It's either the white group of people that's saying, I didn't have any slaves, or the white folks that's saying, get over it. They fit in one of the two goddamn categories, bro. And that's it. Neither of the two stop the most wicked ones from doing what they do on the planet. So I don't see the use of it for white folks anymore. I can't trust them. Like people talk about stuff like they talk about stuff like going back to normal. Like, I don't want to be in the presence of these pale-faced devils anymore. I mean, after what they pulled with this here COVID-19, these shots and all this killing people off, and I can't pretend that they're not liars. On every hand, I can't keep pretending that, to myself. I can't live in the land of pretending anymore. I can't go back to anything. And when 2020 came, 2020 vision in the spiritual realm took over, or should have. Because now we're seeing the white man as clear as we ever seen him before. I ain't never seen him as clear. He's making it more clear every day. He's stamping it in. He's stamping in the notion that, look, he's a sissy. And no matter what, and then he take the toughest being he got, Superman, and make him a gump too. Come on, man. The European man from this point on should never be ever worshipped by any of us, ever looked at as if he's such a great being. He cannot be. He can't.
Okay.
Yeah, brother, I'm with you, brother Jose. I'm tired of sharing the planet with these monsters, man. These blood-sucking parasites that just keep throwing their so-called lifestyle on everybody and forcing you to accept it. Sick of them people, man. I'm just tired of them. So, I'm going to spend all my time I can roasting their asses like I've been doing for years. I'm going to continue to do it because the European I see has gotten worse and worse. He ain't got no better. I can't name one spiritual pale-faced man on the planet that I could send any white person to for any spiritual healing. I can't name one white woman on the planet that I can say go to for some spiritual healing. I don't think they even have that. Well, excuse my rant, but sometimes I have to go there on these pale-faced brothers.
It's the
Be
truth.
like that sometimes.
It's the truth, man. I mean, we have every right to speak up because our voice is not heard. They don't consider us a people in their eyes.
Right.
So, I mean, we have to voice our opinions and talk on things that nobody wants to talk about. Because if we don't talk about it, who's going to talk about it?
Mm-hmm.
If we don't highlight stuff, who's going to highlight it? Nobody. People don't care what happens to us in the Americas. Hope people realize that. They don't care.
Right.
What we go through doesn't matter in their eyes.
Right.
So even with population control, what's happening in the Americas, with stuff like the Amazon, people, all these wildfires and all these type of things that people are burning out. Even in California, in these things, they burn out the land for these type of things to drive the people away and all these type of things. These things don't get talked about,
Right.
These are major concerns or red flags for other people to look. Say, right, this is alarming. It's in the Americas, in the continent. Look what they're doing to everybody in the Americas and other places as well. But I mean, people just need to realize what time it is. Ain't no time for smile. No, these people are trying to kill your clout. How can you spoil somebody trying to kill you?
Right.
It don't make no sense.
No, brother. I have no idea.
No more. There's no more. No more. Normal doesn't exist. What is normal?
Right. Even when you start really breaking down what normal was, it was still dysfunctional.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was normal for me to see on my Facebook page throughout the course of the day before COVID-19 came in the situation. It was normal to see 3 or 4 kidnapped children, snatched up children. It was normal to see a sister missing from her family once, twice, 3 times a week at least. It was normal to hear tell of all types of shootings and killings among our own people. You know what I'm saying? It's normal to hear tell of robbings and stealings and breaking into houses and all. It was normal. All that stuff was normal. You know what I'm saying? So when people say normal, they just think that normal means going to work, working a job, getting paid, and going and spending in the society. This is all they're talking about when they say normal. Because that's all they're saying. That's all they're telling us now. Well, you want things to go back to normal. You want to go back to the restaurants. This is what the white folks, the elite white folks talk about when they say going back to normal. They talking about restaurants, concerts, ball game events and stuff like that. That's what they keep talking about normal. Stuff that puts money in their pocket. They don't even look at the fact that normal for us was kidnappings that never get solved, killing women that never, kidnappers of women and children never get solved. That was normal life for us. Who really wants to go back to that? Who really in their right mind wants to go back to normalizing looking at black women coming up missing? Looking at cops pulling us over, shooting us down, beating us up, harassing us, looking at, going to court and having to deal with the judge being a Mason and the judge not liking black folks or indigenous people and locking us up for BS. Normal? Really? Normal was black men getting pulled over, getting arrested, going to jail and prison for marijuana that was natural, out of the ground. And now it's normal for the white man to come in the neighborhood with a dispensary and be a pillar of the community and sell synthetic goddamn weed. Now, so don't get me to talk about what normal is, because the way I see normal, it always benefited the hunky. It don't benefit us.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That
Yeah.
is a fact. That's a true fact.
Because they always have to be in charge of everything. That's normal for us. That ain't good enough for me, bro, going into the next years of life. This is not. So some got to come. It's got to come to a head, bro, for me.
Well, I mean, I look at this as it's coming to an end. So them trying to rule over us is coming to an end, because AIDS is going to shut down. All this little thing they're doing is going to shut down. That's what they're trying to do anyway. Hope people realize they're trying to shut down everything and bring in new stuff, new world order and these things. I mean, but it's not going to work, because they're going to get F in the long run, innit? Because they need us, the worker bees, to work for them to build up their system, their economy, and these things. So if we don't work, for example, economy falls.
Well, it's damn sure collapsing now. A lot of people ain't going to these jobs. Policemen walking off, firemen walking off, air traffic controllers walking off the job. Pilots ain't getting, they told they getting fired. So-called first responders, they walking off the job, losing their so-called jobs. And man, this man can't replace all these people. I don't think he was expecting it to go that way either. So it may be working in our favor to a certain extent, because it's not working to me like they want it to work.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, I see I done pissed off. I see this little Monica, -9 is in the chat again, running his mouth. I'm not gonna even bother to let him come in and talk. That ain't happening. You ain't coming on tonight, buddy, because I don't even want to hear it.
I mean, these people are mental health. They got mental health issues, man. They're mentally unfit, mentally unstable in their mind. So if a man can tell me he feels like a woman, it's like, brother, what drugs are you taking, man? You cannot be a woman. You never be a woman. No matter how much you want to cut off your penis and try to get hormone tablets and all these things, you still be a man, because you're a man. The creator designed you to be a man, or your parents, and you came out a man. So you can't be a man want to be a woman, and you can't be a woman that want to be a man. It doesn't work like that. It's not how things run.
Right. Exactly. Fact.
These people just, they're damaged. These people are all damaged people. Something probably happened to all these people. They're not willing to talk about.
Tell me about it, bro.
Like child abuse and all these things, and pedophilia, all these things you talk about. These things happen to these people. They're not going to tell you what happened to them. How come they turn like this and that and blah 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 XYZ? They're not going to tell you these things.
Right.
They don't tell you these things. They need help. They need help. But they stay far away from us, car. You're affecting us. Your foolishness, because what you're promoting is damaging our way of life.
Right.
You want to live that way of life? Go live it elsewhere with your own people. Have your own elsewhere, far away from us. Don't attach yourself to us.
Right.
You're not us. Even though you have men like us, you're not us, because your thought pattern is corrupted.
Right.
You're a virus. You're a virus.
Exactly.
That's like cancer, you know. Their
Right.
lifestyle is like cancer.
Exactly. I think this Monica whatever done changed his name now. Monica Girl 3000. I guess that's the same person trying to get into the chat room or trying to get it here on live to run his mouth. I see that's too close to me. Monica Girl 3000 is very close to Monica Loves 9000. Now I don't see. Let me see here. Look like they didn't. Okay, they still in the chat. Monica Loves 9000 is in the chat. I'm trying to get on here, but I see somebody trying to talk. That's Monica Girl 3000. So I don't know what that's about. Anyway, we were talking about the white man and turned one of his own greatest superheroes into a bisexual, a filthy, disgusting man that decides to lay with women and men at the same time. One of the most problematic sexual disease and dysfunctional men in any community is the man that crosses sex or genders, because you bring things back to one gender, the receiving gender, the woman. You bring things back to her, the one in whom we plant our seeds, and you poison the ground there. You destroy the fertile ground that the Most High has given to the woman by planting your wicked, disease, sick seed inside of her because you've been out there living like a homosexual. And you got that blood dookie and all that bacteria all up in your damn urethra. And you want to go inside a woman and feel the real feeling of a woman. You should never, ever be able to cross genders and touch women. When you lay with men, you should just, if you can't stop or don't want to stop that shit, then stay over there with it and die. Just stay over there with your gay shit and you die. Don't take no boys over there. All grown homosexuals that want to make their mind up to be gay, go on over there and be gay together. Especially you pale faces. I encourage all pale faces to live lives of homosexuals and lesbians and transgenders. I encourage you all to live that way and only deal with yourself. Stop dealing with us and other nations. Just deal with your goddamn self. I bet he did regret getting his penis chopped off. Right. Idiot. Yeah, I ain't gonna let him speak. He ain't no speaking tonight. I don't want to hear that trash. Yeah, he got enough time on the show talking, and I got enough of his words recorded already. Let me go here. He's still trying to get on. It ain't happening, buddy. Let me go and share. You still on, Lacuna?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here, but I'm gonna step up in a minute.
Sorry, bro. I got all off in the, dealing with this freak.
It's cool. Don't pay attention to them people there, man. Them people there.
Yeah.
Because they're speaking the truth, they don't like it. That's where it is.
Right. I'm getting ready to share my screen, bro. With thanks for calling in, bro. Coming in on the show. As usual, always bringing some enlightening information. I appreciate you, bro. I'm about to go on and share this screen, man, and then I'm gonna get off here in a minute.
Thank you for the opportunity, man. Pick up yourself, though. Keep the knowledge pushing. Keep pushing your thing, man. Pushing the truth. Don't let these people deter you. I'm spreading the
Appreciate
message.
you, bro. Always. I'm gonna share this screen with y'all. This last screen. Y'all see this here? Let's read a little bit of this. Superman comes out as DC Comics ushers in a new Man of Steel. A new Man of Steel. He is a Man of Steel. The new Superman, the son of Clark Kent and Lois Lane, is concerned about the environment and does not shy away from politics and will soon begin a romantic relationship with a male friend. Let me explain something about romantics. Romantics is two words. Roman and antics. Roman antics. And when you are into Roman antics, you do everything sexually. There are no boundaries when it comes down to what we call sex. Nothing taboo. Everything is accepted when you're dealing with romantics. Inside Roman antics, there's lesbianism, homosexuality, transgenderism, bestiality, non-binary, whatever. You name it. Definitely pedophilia. Let me read a little bit more. Up and out of the closet, the new Superman, Jonathan Kent, who is the son of Clark Kent and Lois Lane, will soon begin a romantic relationship with the male friend DC Comics announced Monday. That same-sex relationship is just one of the ways that Jonathan Kent, who goes by John, is proving to be a different Superman than his famous father. Since his new series, Superman, son of Kal-El, began in July, John has combated wildfires caused by climate change, thwarted a high school shooting, and protested the deportation of refugees in Metropolis. The idea of replacing Clark Kent with another straight white savior, is garbage because there's never been one, never been a white savior of anything ever in life. They've always been comic book characters or fake. There's no white man coming to save the world. They just don't have it in them. The idea of replacing Clark Kent with another straight white savior, felt like a missed opportunity. Tom Taylor, who writes the series, said in an interview. He said that a new Superman had to have new fights, real world problems that he could stand up to as one of the most powerful people in the world. See, the white man wants to be a semen demon. Yeah, he wants to be a semen demon and still be the toughest man in the world. He wants to, he wants to put on dresses and still be a homosexual. He just believes that masculinity and being a homosexual, they're like one and the same. That's what he seemed like to me. Now it says, the coming out of Superman, perhaps the most archetypal American superhero, is a notable moment even in age when many comics have embraced diversity. Yeah, where you put a version of yourself into a group and you die. That's diversity. Especially when it comes down to white people being in that group of diversified creatures, people, or groups. Once the individual the original man, And women put our information and our culture into this diverse group, a version of us dies in the group. Or that version of us is going to die because it's going to be killed by all the multiculturalism garbage. We the real people on this planet. Everything else came from us and some pale-faced devil in these lands where we have been the rulers before they came, period. All the mulattoes of different lands are just white folks going all over the world, messing with, dealing with, and screwing around, messing with people, our people. I read a little bit more, I'm going to let y'all go. And are exploring pressing social issues. Batman's sidekick Robin recently acknowledged romantic feelings for male friends. So now Batman's sidekick Robin recently acknowledged romantic feelings for a male friend, not Dick Grayson, who was Batman's partner for over 4 decades, but Tim Drake, a later replacement. There are multiple Robins just as there are multiple Supermen. And the new Aquaman comic stars a gay black man who is positioned to become the title hero. That's, again, if the European man didn't like this type of stuff, you wouldn't see it. You wouldn't see it. You wouldn't see it. If the European man didn't like this stuff, you wouldn't see it. And that's just all there is to it. If he wasn't into that, you would not see it. And it's really sad. But you all can check it out. Just go and look at the Superman becoming homosexual now. It's just a white man turning everything into his way because that's what he loves the most, is messing with little boys and other men. That's his favorite pastime when it comes down to sex. Brother man, get you a sister. A sister get you a brother, drop the other, both of you. Peace.